Hello, my name is Lisa Shea, and today we're going to be folding a money origami butterfly. This is made with two bills, and a US bill is about 2.61 inches by 6.14 inches if you want to cut it exactly to the shape and not use actual dollar bills. If you're rounding out, origami paper is pretty close to that. See, it is not quite 6 inches, but you can use it anyway because it doesn't really matter how long the butterfly is. And you can just cut it down to the 2.61 high. This should also work for most other countries' bills because the butterfly shape is fairly loose. There's no detailed folding in half and anything like that. So if it's a little longer, the butterfly will just be a little longer. If it's a little taller, the butterfly will just be a little taller, and so on. So you can go ahead and give it a try with pretty much any type of bill that you want to, as long as it's a reasonably long rectangle shape. This is a great way to give presents to people for weddings or bridal showers or graduations or birthdays. There's all sorts of reasons you might want to give money to someone because they need to pay their bills or they want to buy something, and it's just prettier to give it to them as a money origami present rather than just handing them a bill and a card. So the things you need for this are the two bills, or the two pieces of paper cut into bill shape, and then you need some sort of thing to hold the bills together. I like to use pipe cleaners, but you can use twist ties, you can use rubber bands, you can use hair scrunchies, anything that will create a loop between them to hold them together. Pipe cleaners are nice because then you can create these little curly antennas with them, but use whatever you have on hand. So this is one I made with origami paper that I cut down into the right shape. And let's take a look at how to do this for a dollar bill, or in this case a $20 bill. Alright, so start with one of your bills. And it doesn't really matter which side you put up. It will just depend on which size you end up using for the front of it. So first you're going to fold it in half the long way. Alright, then unfold it. So now we're going to fold it in half to the center line crease that we just created. Alright, now we're going to unfold it so that we have it all open again. Now we're going to fold each corner in to that center line crease that we made. You don't have to be really exact here because all we're doing is forming the little pointy ends of the butterfly, and it doesn't matter if they're too exactly shaped, but you know, do the best that you can. Look for that center line, create a fold to that point. So we're going to do this on each side. So that's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. So you have all 4 sides of it folded into that center line that we created. So now we're going to do a fan fold. So we're just going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth down the length of the paper. So remember when we made our second fold and we created this narrower crease that's a little close to us? Our starting fan fold is going to go into that first crease that we made. So it will be a little narrow rectangle that we fold. Alright, so once you get that one down, you flip your paper over, and now we're going to do a second fold on this second crease that we have in there. So all of these little fan folds are going to be about the same width. Again, it doesn't matter exactly, it's just making a wiggly shape for the wings. So we fold it over, we do another fan fold, about the same width. We fold it over, do another one, fold it over, do another one. And again, if you're not doing them precise, that's okay. Fold it over, do another one, fold it over, do another one. So when you are done, you have a bunch of wiggly things that make the fan for the butterfly. So now we have one of the two sets of wings. So now we're going to make the second one. And if you look at our model butterfly that I made out of the paper, you'll see that the bottom wings are a little shorter than the top of the wings. And we did that by folding the dollar bill in a little bit so that it gives them a bit of a different look. So we just did the top wings. Now we're going to do the bottom wings. So again, we take our dollar bill or a $20 bill or whatever kind of bill that you have with you. So we're going to start by folding in half. Oh wait, no, we're going to start by, see, get the dollar bills. We're going to start by folding the edges in a little bit to make it shorter. Often when I'm doing these for people, I'm doing a batch of butterflies, so I do them in sets. I do a whole bunch of the top wings and then a whole bunch of the bottom wings. So it doesn't matter. We're just folding in a little bit so that we get the bottom wings to be a little shorter. All right, so now we're going to fold it in half. We're going to unfold it. We're going to fold it to that center line that we created. Just get that tucked in. Keep tucked in. These bills aren't exactly crisp. If you get nice crisp bills from the bank, they fold easier. But if you have used bills like this, they will still work. Alright, so unfold it. Now we're going to fold the four corners in to that center line again. So we fold corner one in, fold corner two in. Oops. Give them as sharp a crease as you can. It's tough with dollar bills. That is alright. It'll still look pretty. Fold in the other corner. Alright, so now we've got all the corners in, and now we're going to do the fan fold. So again, we created those little starting creases. So fold in to the first crease, give it a crease, turn it over, fold on the second crease, turn it over, fold to the third crease, and keep them about the same width. But if they're not the exact same width, it doesn't matter. You are just creating little folds. Turn it over, do the next crease, turn it over, do the next crease, turn it over, do the last crease. Alright, so now we have a little fan fold. So we've got a top one and we've got a bottom one. So now to connect them together, we're just going to pinch the top one in its center, pinch the bottom one in its center. Let's see, we're about at the middle of the butterfly. And then you take your pipe cleaner or twisty or hair scrunchie or whatever it is that you're using. Go up around its middle. Give it a little twist to hold it in place. And then I like to curl the butterfly antennas. You can make them into zigzags, you can make them into any shape you want. You can leave them straight out. I am just a curling kind of person. And then just fluff out the wings a little bit. And there you go. So if you're making presents for someone for their graduation party or their birthday, for a bridal shower, for a wedding, for any sort of thing, or even if you're going out to places where you leave tips and you carry a couple of paper pipe cleaners, carry a couple of pipe cleaners in your pocket or purse or whatever, Then when it's time to leave the tip, you put out some money, you sit there and you add the pipe cleaners, and the people are really, really happy that they're getting a tip that looks a little cool and interesting. So this is definitely a fun way to give money to people, or to leave tips for people, or to do any sorts of things with money. And like I said, if you don't have money available for some reason, you can certainly do it with regular paper or origami paper. Just cut it about to the size of a bill, which is about 2.6 inches by 6 inches. You can round down. These numbers do not need to be exact. That's just the numbers that happen to work for a US bill. I'm sorry, fishy. So let me know if you have any questions at all about making money origami. I am happy to answer questions. I'm happy to do more videos with things laid out differently so that you can see how I do them from different angles or with different kinds of paper. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful afternoon.